Presented by Dutch Automotive Group of South Charleston. And now, from the Something Good Soul Food broadcast booth, the voice of Red Dragon football, Jamie Farrell.
Welcome here to the Crawford field. Jamie Farrell in with Shaggy as we kick off another game here at Crawford Field as the St. Albans Red Dragons takes on Capitol High Cougars. Shaggy, how you doing today?
Doing good. Ready for another week of football. Should be an exciting game here tonight.
It should be. You're right. I agree with you on that one. Both teams coming in here with no wins. Somebody's leaving here today with a win.
That is right. Both teams are 0-3. Desperate to get that first win, so I'm sure they're both going to be out here ready to scrap and fight for that win.
Capital last week getting beat by Cabell Midland, and of course St. Albans losing to Riverside last week. Also, now recap a little bit of last week's game to you. The first quarter, probably one of the best first quarters we've seen all year, as Riverside got the ball, went down, scored. St. Albans got the ball, went down and scored, back and forth the whole first quarter. Then somewhere in the second quarter, there was a switch that was flipped. And the Riverside just dominated from there on out, and it just looked like St. Albans kind of collapsed.
Yeah, it was a St. Albans had a really good kickoff return, and then Samples ended up throwing an interception, and after that the switch flipped over to Riverside's side because, I mean, they just went all out after that. Yeah,
that was I think you're right. I think that was the key to the game of how when it flipped over for him on that interception, and that since then that's when it just kind of, like I said, the collapse of the offense and the defense was on the field again too long. And we've said this in and out, when you're on the field for a long time, defensive wise, you get tired quick, and especially when you got guys that's playing both sides of the ball.
That's right.
Or you have them playing all three sides of the ball, and what I mean by that is you got them playing offensive line, defensive line, and special teams.
Yeah, that's asking too much for really anybody to go out. No matter how good of shape you're in, you go out there and play all three aspects of the game for the entire length of the game, you're going to be tired. There's no way you won't be.
Yeah. Now, we were watching pregame warm-ups, and they looked determined, ready to go today. Our kicker was kicking field goals 30, 40 yards from the 20. He was actually kicking from the 20, so 30 yards, but it was going at least another 10 yards before it landed, so it's about a 40-yard field goal just practicing. And then he backed up and still nailing them, so hopefully if we need him, he can produce today.
That's a very important thing, because if you get far enough down the field, because, you know, our offense hasn't had a tremendous amount of success, having a kicker that can kick it 40-plus yards can really do some good for you.
Yeah. Not sure on injury reports or we have on there from either side of the team, so if we get any updates on the players that's not been playing and is back, we'll let you know. Of course, on that one. The officials today, I actually have the roster for the officials. Your referee is going to be Kenny Han. Your umpire is Vince Blanks. Line judge is John Dennison. The linesman is Robin Williams. Field judge is Joe Allen, and your back judge is Scott Atkins. So I know a couple of these guys. They call good games. Capital coming out onto the field. Capital looked at their roster compared to our roster. It's quite lengthy.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's a 2-page compared to our one, so it's going to be interesting on what they do. Now, Capital's out here standing in our end zone, making a circle with their flags. Usually they come in over on the McCorkle side of the field and do their warm-up there. Instead, they're doing it over on the scoreboard side, and that's usually where, like I said, that's where St. Albans usually comes out at. So
we were talking about this pregame. I was saying for St. Albans, if they were to win the coin toss this evening, that they needed to receive the ball and get that touchdown. They need to know what it's like to be in the lead for once, so they can have that type of mentality to be like, hey, we can actually win this game, you know.
Yeah, you're right. And there's a lot of different other key aspects that you have to have. And a lot of it is you got to have heart to win the game. And you're ready. And I say the kids, and I seen that out there today during the warm-ups. They had heart. So let's hope they can keep the heart going for this game.
There has been no lack of effort with this team. They have continued to fight no matter what the circumstance. They might have held their head low every now and then, but it happens when you know that you're in a game at the end of a quarter or two and then a collapse happens. Of course you're going to want to hang your head, but I like what Coach Washington has been doing with this group of kids.
Yes. He's got the motto that he has, and he's been embedding in their head. So hopefully they'll be ready to go. St. Albans out onto the field, getting ready to come out onto stand in the end zone to come running through the banner. Let's see what they do. Tell you what, we got about 8 minutes left before the kickoff. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you guys lined up, ready to go, and bring you the start of the game. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Are you paying too much for your health insurance? Are your deductibles too high? Or are you completely uninsured? If you answered yes to any of these questions, Healthcare Help Desk can help you now when people need help the most. Health insurance laws and rules. If you have Obamacare, are uninsured, or your premiums are too high, call Healthcare Help Desk. It's free. New healthcare plans are available, and you may qualify for dental coverage and lower copays and deductibles. Make the free call now. Top quality coverage at the lowest prices anywhere. You may be paying too much and not even know it. In these troubled times, healthcare is more important than ever. Don't let another day go by without health insurance. Policies are being offered with very low copays and deductibles. So if you're uninsured, underinsured, or call Healthcare Help Desk.
800-970-5534. 800-970-5534. 800-970-5534.
This is St. Albans Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcast booth, where there's always something good. Jamie Farron here with you. Shaggy, coin toss, get ready to go. Captains lined up. Let's go ahead and give you the captains for the St. Albans Red Dragon. Number 44, that's Elijah Edge. Number 11, Caden Foster. Number 42, Jacob Thomas. And number 20, Ashton Spangler. And I can't tell you the numbers for Capital because they have silver. They're white jerseys with silver numbers.
Silver on top of white is very hard to discern.
So if you're a Capital fan and you're listening to the game today, I'm going to go ahead and apologize if I don't get the numbers right. As we were waiting for them to walk out with the captain and the officials to do the coin toss. Band already did the national anthem, so we're done with that one already. Good job to the St. Albans Band, and of course we'll bring you St. Albans and Capital Band at halftime as they play. So captains are walking out to the midfield. Brandon Scott, number 3, is Tanner Burnett. That's the only number I can see for the captains for Capital, unless you got number 2. That's Shannon Brown. And Shaggy, do you see any other numbers there?
I cannot.
Toss is in the air. It's on the ground. Let's see what the outcome is from the official.
It's looking like St. Albans won the toss.
St. Albans has won the toss. They're going to defer. And we talked about that. We talked that they should, if they won the coin toss, they should go ahead and get it and drive down and try to score a touchdown instead of trying to play catch-up, if that's what happens.
Right.
But you would think that, but again, last week they did the same thing and produced.
And that might be Coach Washington's mindset, Go out on defense, get a stop, get the ball, and then take the lead because of your defense.
All right, so St. Albans is going to defer. They're going to defend the scoreboard side of the field, while Capital will defend the McCorkle side of the field. So we'll call that north, south?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, that'll work. Our kickoff team is already onto the field, ready to go deep for the Cougars. Number 2 and number 6.
Number 6 is Trenton Tiggle.
And number 2 is Shannon Brown. That's your 2 deep for the Cougars. Of course, Blackwell coming out to kick. Benjamin Blackwell coming out to kick. Place the tee down.
I have seen improvement with this kicker all season long. Every week he seems like he's getting a stronger leg.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that during the warm-up. He was kicking 30, 40-yard field goals. I mean, he was kicking them from the 20, and they were going at least 40 yards.
And he is not a big guy. He's not even. He's like 5'10" or something like that. He's a very small guy. Looks like we're about ready to get this game underway.
Clock on the scoreboard was just under 2 minutes. We're going to stop that, and now we got 12 minutes on the clock. Blackwell puts the ball down onto the kicking tee. Marks off his steps. Spangler standing there with his arm up to let him know when to go. Blackwell is ready. And here we go. Dang. Kick is deep. It's going to be fielded at the 12. He's going to cross over to the 20, going on to the far side of the field. He's going to get hit, and he's going to be brought down at the 22-yard line. So a 12-yard kick return for the Capital Cougars. Good kick by Benjamin Blackwell.
It really was, and it was good pursuit by the special teams unit as well. It was a big hit laid off on the first return of the game.
All right, let's see if we can get some numbers here on the quarterback and everybody else. Quarterback shotgun position, 2 receivers far side, quick slant out. He's going to be caught at the 20. He's going to be at the 25. He's at the 30. He's down the sideline. He's going to get hit at the 29-yard line. That's where they're going to knock him down at as he goes out of bounds. Actually, they're going to give him forward progression to the crossover to the 34. I'm sorry, no, to the 35.
Quarterback is number 7, Fernando Valdivia.
Valdivia, okay. So that brings a first down for Capital. 2 receivers. Has a man in motion. We're going to put 1 receiver near side. 1 man in the backfield with Valdivia. Hand the ball off. Up the middle he goes. He gets to the line of the scrimmage, and he gains 2 yards. So he brings up 2nd and 8. Looked like Elijah Edge on that one. Rayshawn Davis, carrier. Kevin Rowe on that tackle along with Edge. One receiver far side, 1 near side. 1 man in the backfield with Valdivia. Man in motion. Valdivia takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some room. He's going to get hit, and he's going to be bottled up He's going to get maybe another 2 yards, maybe 3 to the 39, possible 40 yards. Let's see where they spot it. So that brings up third down.
That was actually Savion Brown, and they were running some type of a wildcat formation there. So they keep bringing in and out different
players,
yep.
Quarterback. All right, we'll have to keep an eye out on that one. Valdivia is back into the lineup. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Valdivia takes a snap. He's looking. He's trying to find somebody. Has nobody around. He finally dushes off. The ball's going to be caught. He's going to get over to the 49. He's going to run out of bounds at the 50. Let's see if that's where they mark it at. And that is. So they'll be marked at the 50-yard line, out of bounds at the 50, so at midfield. That's going to bring up a first down for the Cougars.
It was good blocking from Capital's offensive line. He had all day to throw that.
He did. He had a lot of room, a lot of time. And the receivers had a fight to get open. 2 receivers far side, none near side. Split backs in the backfield. Valdivia takes a snap. He's looking. He's got some pressure. He's going to throw the ball wide open, man. Caught at the 43-yard line. He comes up to the near side. He's right over. He's at the 30. He crosses over to the 20. At the 10, knocked out of bounds around the 15. There's a flag on the play back here at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, you see a flag thrown in that kind of spot, it's going to either be a hold or a block in the back.
It's going to be a block in the back against Capital.
So St.
So
Albans.
that's going to block. That's going to be from the spot of the foul.
Of course, your penalties are brought to you by JD Pro Finish Frame and Body.
So that's going to put the ball now at the 46-yard line. So that brings up 1st and 6. Two receivers far side, 1 near side for the Cougars. Valdivia in the backfield. 1 man in the backfield with him. Hands the ball off. No, he keeps himself, quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit as he lowers down, trying to make some room, but he's not going to get to it. He's going to ground 2nd down and 2 as he gains 4 yards.
That was Harley Roy on the tackle there. They both kind of lowered their heads trying to make that hit, and that's something you kind of don't want to see.
Right.
But
especially if they hit helmet to helmet.
Right.
Same formation for the Cougars. Bad. Valdivia picks it up as the ball was fumbled. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lose a yard on that play. They are going to put it back at the line of scrimmage, so it makes it 3rd and 2.
There was a couple Red Dragons in the area of the ball. They just weren't looking the right way because, I mean, the ball was just sitting there for a good 2 seconds.
Actually, make that they did make them lose a yard, so 3rd and 3. The ball's now on the 43-yard line of St. Albans territory.
Also very good instincts from Valdivia getting back on that football and recovering it for Capital.
All right, we got 2 receivers near side. None on the far side. Valdivia in the backfield, ready for the snap. Valdivia takes a snap, hands it off. He goes up the middle. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to break 2 tackles. He tries to hurdle 1 guy, and he's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line. That's going to bring up a first down for the Cougars. It's Zayshawn Davis, the running back, number 17.
Sporting some really cool-looking shoes. It reminds me of candy corn with the orange and yellow. Sporting some Halloween spirit in September.
Same formation. Hand the ball off to Xavion and Sean.
Man, he's still going. He broke another tackle.
Davis again, and he's going to break 1 tackle, and he's going to get down, this time down to the 19-yard line. So pickup of 16 yards.
And he refused to go down on that play. He took about 3 Red Dragons with him.
Capital driving, 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Capital Cougars. This time we've got 2 receivers far side, none near side. Valdivia takes a snap. He hands it off to Davis this time. Davis is going to get hit. He's going to keep going. He finally gets hit again and brought down for a pickup of 2 yards. So bring up 2nd and 8.
Seems like every play or every other play there's bringing in a new sub to put in the offense here.
Well, when you got a team of 80 over there, I mean, they got a lot of kids on there. They can do that.
It's true. It's a lot of players you could utilize.
All right, 2 receivers near side, 1 in the backfield. That's going to be handed off this time to number 8. And he's going to be brought down at the 7-yard line. So it'll be another first down for the Cougars. So it'll be 1st and goal. That's Brown with the carry.
This is a very long drive to start the game off for Capital. They've had the ball for going on about 6 minutes now.
And that was Chris Hall on the tackle. So 1st and goal from the 7. 2 receivers near side. Davis in the backfield with Valdivia. Valdivia hands the ball to Davis. Davis goes up to the middle. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to push forward for about 2 yards. He's going to mark him down at the 5-yard line. So it will be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Davis is a very hard guy to tackle, and he's making it a point to let that be recognized.
Yeah, he takes a hit and keeps going. His feet does not stop. This is a deep goal line defense that we need right here. 2nd and 5 from the 5. 2 receivers far side, split backs. Hand the ball off this time to Brown. Brown goes up the middle. He's going to get pushed back, and he's going to be down at the half-yard line.
This is going to be interesting.
So brings up 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. That's not even on the 1-yard line.
I would imagine a run with Davis here because he's proven that he is a hard man to tackle. I might just see what happened if he gave him the ball. See if St. Albans can find a way to drive them back right here.
Two receivers near side, 1 far side. Davis got the ball this time. He's going to be brought back in the backfield for a loss. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 instead of being 3rd and goal on the 1-yard line or half-yard line. Now they're back at the 5, so it'll be 4th and goal from the 5-yard line.
It might have been safer just going instead of shotgun being under center and just handing it off that way because he would have
could have went up the middle just right off the bat.
Right.
So 4th and goal from the 5. Going for it. 1 receiver near side, 1 far side. Split backs for the Cougars. Valdivia takes a snap. He's looking. Trying to put a quick pass out, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars. And that's the first score they've had all year.
They had to work for it, though. They
did.
They did have to work for it.
It wasn't easy for them.
But that drive took 11 minutes and 54 seconds.
It's a big drive.
Wait.
Yeah, 11:54.
No. Yeah, no.
No.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
8:54.
Yeah. That is a very long drive.
Kick is up. Kick is no good.
I was doing my math incorrectly there. It's
I was taking 15-minute quarters. And
7 minutes and 54 seconds, actually, yeah.
So, all right. Capital comes on this opening drive down to the score on the opening drive. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the opening drive for the Red Dragons. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Tragedy Ford is the best place to sell or trade your car.
We know people want a fair deal, so we're proud to be a participating dealer in Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. You have instant access to all the information to make a decision.
You can get an offer to purchase your vehicle even if you don't buy one from us.
We'll give you up to 130% of book value, and you could choose from the best selection in the area, or just sell us your vehicle for the amount of the offer.
I have more cars than anyone.
Why wait to upgrade into the car of your dreams?
Just go to TragedyFord.com and see for yourself.
Are you in need of something different when it comes to finding a location to a party or an event? Then you need to call or visit the fine folks at Something Good Soul Food in Spring Hill. Their newly decorated party and event room is just a place for you to host. The great menu of Southern comfort foods and smoked ribs and pork, along with all their great sides and homemade desserts, will be sure. Call 304-768-0968 or stop in at McCorkle Avenue for availability and pricing. There's always something good at Something Good Soul Food.
Let's get back to the field for more Red Dragon football.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcasting booth as they start the kickoff there. We missed it. We again come back. And Little John got the ball around the 12 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. So Red Dragons take over on the 31.
See what happens here on this first offensive possession for your Red Dragons. Samples in a pistol formation.
Takes a snap, hands the ball off to, that's going to be Spangler. Spangler's going to get 4 yards on that play, so the ball's going to be placed at the 35, so it brings up 2nd and 6.
Capital was really ripping at that ball, too, trying to make him fumble that. Good strength from Spangler there.
Split receivers, same formation in the backfield, pistol formation. Spangler back there. Samples takes the ball, hands off this time to trying to see who that is on that play.
Number 11.
Number 11. That's going to be Caden Foster. So you got Spangler, Foster, and Little John in the backfield with Samples.
It's an interesting formation because they have to account for all 3 of those runners, and you just don't know who he could even keep it himself, so that's really 4 people you got to account for.
Right. Same formation for the Red Dragons. Ball's now on the 41-yard line. It's 3rd and 1. Samples takes a snap. This time he hands off to Little John. Little John's going to get ate up in the backfield for a 3-yard, make that 2-yard loss. So that's going to bring up 4th.
And Samples, as of right now, is staying on the field.
Brings up 4th and...
Yeah. Nope. Punt unit's coming out.
Yep, punt unit. Good job on that one. Rowe in the back to punt.
Samples really wanted to go for that. It's the right call early on.
Yes. And Rowe's been punting the ball pretty good. Ball's going to bounce at the 42. It's going to roll all the way down to the 33, and that's where Cougars are going to take, is going to be at the 33. Cougars take over on their 33-yard line. So 1st and 10, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cougars up 6-0.
Not the way the Red Dragons offense wanted to start off, but it was an interesting formation to come out with. As the Cougars offense comes back out onto the field, Valdivia led an impressive first drive that lasted about 8 minutes. We'll see what they can come out here and do this time.
All right, here we go. Valdivia in the backfield, split backs, 2 receivers near side and on far side, put a man in motion. Valdivia hands the ball off. Oh, it's a fumble on the play, and it's going to be for a loss as they try to hand the ball off, and it's miscommunication there, what do you want to call it. Anyways, the ball falls on the ground, 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12.
Those plays are always difficult because sometimes the quarterback wants to keep it and holds on to it when the running back tries to take it away, and then that's the result right there.
Yeah, trying to do a little delay. Same formation for the Cougars. Valdivia, quick pass out. Ball's caught at the 42. He's over being dragged down. He's at the 40 into St. Albans territory. He's brought down at the 38-yard line before being brought down. So first down for the Cougars. Cougars moving the ball pretty fast this possession.
I want to say that was Silva's, the defensive back, on the coverage there. He looked like he had his head turned the wrong way, and the receiver changed his route just slightly, and he was able to get that huge chunk play.
A Spangler on the tackle there. 2 receivers near side. Split backs for the Cougars. Man in motion. Valdivia this time quick fake off. It's going to be a quick slant out. And he's going to get the ball, and he's going to get down to the 28-yard line.
1 yard shy.
Make it 29-yard line, so it makes it 1 yard shy of the first down. So 2nd and 1 for the Cougars.
Capital's offense is looking pretty sharp to start off this football game. St. Albans has got to come up with a way to get a stop here.
That's Trenton Tiger on that catch. 2 receivers far side. Split backs for the Cougars. Putting man in motion again. That's going to be Tiggle. This time he hands off to Brown. Brown's going to kick some feet up, and he's going to be brought down. But he's going to get the first down, but he's going to be brought down this time at the 24-yard line.
That's going to end this first quarter as well.
Enough time to stop. Yep, the running clock, you're right. That is going to bring the end of the first quarter where the Cougars are up 6-0 and driving down the field as they go. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Your hometown proud IGA on Canal Terrace in St. Albans has been proudly providing the best quality produce, meat, and groceries to the families of St. Albans for more than 50 years. They take pride in having the cleanest store in supporting the St. Albans community, and they'll never take your support of them for granted. Stop in today for the freshest produce, the leanest cuts of meat, and all the fine national and IGA brands you'll be proud to serve your family. Canal Terrace IGA, hometown proud, and good luck, Red Dragons.
At Dutch Miller Ram in South Charleston, we're giving more for trades than ever before and still offering friends and family pricing on every vehicle every time. Don't see your favorite Ram in stock? Then be sure to ask about ordering the exact truck you want the way you want it fast. For a limited time during Ram Power Days, get select 1,500 4x4s starting at just $249 a month. Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerRam.com. On approved credit, not all will qualify. See dealer for details.
This is St. Albans Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food Broadcasting booth, Jamie Farrell here with you along with Shaggy. That's also game brought to you by Dutch Miller Auto Group. Cougars driving the ball down the field on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Man in motion. That's Tiggle. Tiggle's pass thrown out for a quick slant and over his head, so it brings up 2nd and 10.
And that's kind of been their go-to play, the little swing pass out to the running back. It's been quite effective for Capital here early, and if they don't do that, they've been handing it off to
Davis or Brown.
Right, and their mix of run pass has kind of confused the Red Dragon defense here.
Same formation for the Cougars. This time Valdivia looks. He's got a man. Trying to get wide open. It's going to be way overthrown. Incomplete pass. The ball lands in the end zone and bounces out. So it brings up 3rd And then he's got an arm on him.
He does. I was about to say the same exact thing. Big play here for the Red Dragon defense. Get them to 4th down and see if they can force a kick here.
Yeah. Didn't see their field goal kicker out there during practice. All right, 3rd down. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Valdivia in the backfield. Takes the ball. Looking. He's got some time. It's going to be thrown. Incomplete pass. In and out of his hands to number 2.
That's Shannon Brown. In and out of his hands. It was a nice attempt to make that catch.
So it brings up 4th down. And they're going to go for a field goal. Ball's going to be on the 31. So that's going to be a 41-yard field goal. 41-yard attempt. Kick is up. Kick is going to be short. Kick is no good. So the Red Dragons take over on the 24-yard line.
And it was a good step up from St. Albans defense there. Backs were kind of against the wall there, able to force those couple of incompletions in a row, force them to throw another pass on 3rd down, and they were able to convert.
So they got the ball being placed on the 20-yard line. That's not right. That should be on the 24.
Yeah, it should be wherever the ball was when they kicked it.
Yeah. Unless there's a high school rule I don't know about.
Which is quite possible. They change things up almost every year, it seems.
Pistol formation for the Red Dragons. St. Albans calls a timeout with 11:40 to go in the first half, trailing 6-0. Give you a recap if you're just joining us here on the Jock. St. Albans deferred the kick or the coin toss, and they're going to get the ball the second half. Capital get the ball and drove down the field and took about 8 minutes off the clock and scored. Missed the extra point. St. Albans comes onto the field, 3 and out. Well, they moved the ball a little bit, but still not enough to get a first down. So it was 3 and out. And then punt the ball. Cougars takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line and goes for a field goal after going 3 and out and misses. So now it's St. Albans ball, 1st and 10 from the 20. Pistol formation. 1 receiver far side, 1 near side. Samples. Takes a snap, hands off Little John. Little John's going to break over. He breaks 1 tackle. He breaks 2 tackles. Finally, it's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line, so pick up a 3 yards on that play.
And that's a play right there that you can see Little John's athleticism and shiftiness as he was able to get by a couple of defenders there.
So 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 23. Going same formation. 1 receiver near side, 1 far side. Pistol formation in the backfield. Cougars showing blitz. Samples takes the ball, hands the ball off to Spangler. Spangler's going to go up the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And I'm going to say no gain on that carry. So that brings up 3rd down.
This could be a play where you could fake the run and do a play action pass here, throw it over the top, maybe with one of these receivers on the outside.
Well, Spangler and Foster both come off the field.
Yeah, he's just got Little John back there with him
Yeah.
now.
Little John back in the backfield with Samples. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. 3rd and 7. Snap, got some pressure. Ball was thrown. Samples was hit. And his ball was intercepted and ran back for a touchdown for the Cougars. Samples was hit as he threw the ball.
I'll be honest, I didn't even see him catch the ball.
No, I didn't either.
What a play from Capital, though. That was, wow.
Trying to see. Who that was that caught the ball.
It happened
sure.
so fast. I didn't see a number.
Xavion Dickerson, number 4. All right, point after. Now he missed the last one. Official blew the ball. Whistle. Not sure. There was an official timeout on the field. Not sure what it was for, but I think it was because equipment. Kick is up. Kick is good this time. So that's going to put 13 on the board for the Cougars. St. Albans 0. 9:51 to go in the first half. Kick return team out there. Harley Roy, Little John in the backfield.
This is a very important drive here for St. Albans. You cannot afford
another 3 and out, another turnover, anything. They need to drive down the field. Little John standing around the 10-yard line. Roy standing around the 12-yard line as he's backing up now to the 10. Trying to see the number kicking the ball off. It was like 21. Kick is up. Little John catches at the 12. He's at the 30. He's going to be pushed forward and finally down at the 34-yard line. It's another good field position for the start for the Red Dragons.
Yeah, it was a great return there from Little John. Looked like he had a little bit more space there, but Capital was able to close that pretty quickly.
It's a 12-yard kick return.
Got to find a way to get a couple.
22-yard kick return.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get a couple first downs on this possession at least for St. Albans.
One receiver far side and one near side. Pistol formation for the Dragons. Samples takes this ball, hands the ball to Little John. Little John got some room. He's got a hole. He's at the 40. Ooh. He's going to get hit at the 41-yard line.
That's Dickerson again on the hit that time. The guy that just had that pick six lowered the shoulder and said, "I'm right here."
Yeah.
Wow.
That was number 6.
Oh, was that 6?
Yeah, Trenton Tiggle.
Oh. Dickerson was celebrating like it was him that did it.
It might have been. I seen Tiggle over on the sideline doing some celebration too. So.
Oh, they're calling it they're giving 2 personal fouls, 1 on each side here.
No, that one against Capital. That's all I've seen was Capital.
He pointed.
Oh, then both sides of the offset. Okay,
yeah.
I didn't see the other one.
Right. Yep.
So ball at the 41-yard line, so being 2nd and 4 for the Red Dragons. Same formation. Samples. Got movement. Let's see which side they're going to go. There's one on both sides. Let's see. That's going to be a false start against the Dragons.
Of course, your penalties are brought to you by JD Pro Finish Frame and Body. Kind of looked like Capitals defense kind of led the offensive line to move there, though.
Yeah, they were showing blitz and he moved. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 9 with 9:06 to go in the half. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Little John in the backfield with Samples. Samples takes the snap. He's got some pressure. He's going to roll out. He's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and a country mile for the Red Dragons.
Yeah, he just came around the edge and wasn't blocked. Had a free shot at Samples there and took advantage. Yeah, it was Little John that missed the block there.
So 3rd and 19. Waiting for the formation to get into play. Got a guy coming off. Samples got the play, trying to rush it off. They got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Timeout. Let's go ahead and take a quick timeout ourselves. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
For 38 years, St. Albans and the Kanawha Valley have come to trust David Smith Frame and Body Shop to repair their vehicles. From minor dings and dents to major repairs, your friends at David Smith will do the job right the first time. They offer free estimates and will work with your insurance company to ensure your vehicle repairs meet all of your expectations. Stop by McCorkle Avenue. 727-4255. Visit DavidSmithFrameandBody.com for more info on services. Be sure to like them on Facebook.
Rob Bowers Insurance Agency is your good neighbor State Farm agent right here in St. Albans. Rob and his staff are here to provide you with all of your insurance needs, from auto to life to health to homeowners and even renters. And don't forget, they offer complete financial options with State Farm banking. So, like a good neighbor, Rob says, good luck, Red Dragons. Go online at statefarm.com or call 304-722-4201 for your free quote today.
St. Albans Red Dragon Football on the Jock is presented by Dutch Miller Automotive Group, South Charleston. Now, back to the field.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcast in Booth, Crawford Field, Jamie Farrell and Shaggy, and it is now 4th and 19 as the punt team comes on. That was an incomplete pass for Samples. Not what they needed after the start on this one. Moving the ball up and a penalty and then the sack. So that's where they come up with 4th and 19. Row. Punt. It's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be fielded at the 48-yard line on St. Albans territory. And he's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line. Make that 30-yard line. So that's where Capital will start the game. We need a good defensive stand right here. St. Albans trailing 13-0 with 7:36 to go in the first half.
Yeah, the defense stood tall last time they came down this far. We'll see if they can pull off one more stop. Offense has to come to life, though. The offense has really done hardly anything.
Had a penalty against St. Albans. That penalty was declined. I think it was a false start. Two receivers far side. Put a man in motion. That's going to be number 60. This time he hands the ball off to 17. Again, that is Davis, Zayshawn Davis. And he's going to gain about 3 yards on that play. So he's going to get down to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, these last couple times they handed off to Davis, they've stood tall on him and they were able to get him down fairly quickly.
Elijah Edge on that tackle. One receiver far side, two near side for the Cougars. Valdivia, quick pass out. It's going to be tipped, incomplete pass. Oh, and a flag. 2 flags.
Might be offsetting
That's
again.
number 20. No, I think this is going against. Pass is incomplete, and it looked like number 28, Harley Roy, came up and hit him. So late hit. I think that's who it was. That's who I seen jumping around out there.
Yeah.
And that's going to give him a 15-yard penalty.
It's just these mental mistakes. They're killers.
Yeah, that was one of them plays that's penalties was uncalled for. Let's see if that's exactly who that penalty was against. Yep, that's who it was.
He's coming to the coming to the sideline.
That's who it was. So now the ball is placed at the 14-yard line. First and 10 from the 14. 2 receivers far side. Split backs for the Cougars. Valdivia. Low snap, hand the ball off this time to number 6. He's going to cut up the middle. He's going to break one tackle, and he's finally going to be brought down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Teigel on that carry. Brought down by number 42, Jacob Thomas. Second and 4, 5:56 to go in the first half. Trailing 13-0. Cougars driving. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Davis in the backfield with Valdivia. Hands the ball off to Davis. Davis goes up the middle. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to lunge forward. But they're going to mark him down at the 1, so that's going to bring up 1st and goal.
That was an interesting play call there. He rolled out like he was going to throw it, and then just Davis came around him, and it was just basically an end around. Very well-designed play.
Have the same formation for the Cougars. Davis in the backfield with Valdivia. Switches over to the other side. Valdivia hands the ball to Davis. Davis is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Put 6 more up on the board. Going for the PAT. Snap was not good, and the kick is no good. So that's going to put it 19-0 with 4:49 to go in the first half. St. Albans offense needs to drive down. They need to watch the penalties on this next possession and try to drive down and get a score before the end of the first half. Kind of recap that last possession. They got the ball at the 30 and was down, 3rd down, and then
the late hit from Harley Roy, yeah. He could have
and a little bit of celebration. So I think that's what the second flag was for.
Yeah.
So that was.
But if you're the Red Dragons, find a way to get this touchdown here before half. You get the ball to start the second half. You could be right back in the game.
Yeah.
After the first possession of the second half, you just can't put your head down. Can't do it.
All right, Roy and Littlejohn in the backfield for the kick return. Kicking off for is going to be number 20, Braden Scott. Braden's got the ball on the tee, marking off his steps. Kick is up. Kick is going to be deep. It's going to take a bounce in about the 17-yard line. Roy's going to field it. He's going to cut over to the 30. He's going to be hit at the 29-yard line. On the far side is where he got tackled at. So nice little run return for Harley Roy. Ball now placed on the 29-yard line. Is where St. Albans will take over at 4:43 to go.
They have. We just talked about this. They have to find a way to move the ball. They got to have it.
All right, offense lining up, ready to go. Defense already on the field, ready to go. One receiver on each side. Pistol formation for the Red Dragons. Samples takes the snap. Hands ball off to Little John. Little John's going to cut up to the near side. He's going to get to the 30, and he's going to get hit. A little slow getting up, but he's okay. He took a nasty hit, kind of got bent up a little bit. So the ball's at the 30-yard line, so it's going to be a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, that hit kind of bent him sideways a little bit. That was a nasty shot he took. Yeah,
Roy checking in. They're going to take him out, get him looked at real quick to make sure he's okay.
That's a good call. Because he is definitely feeling that.
Same formation for the Red Dragons. Samples takes a snap. Hands ball off to Roy. Roy goes up the middle. He's going to get past the line of scrimmage. He's keep digging. He's pushing forward. He's at the 34-yard line now. So a good pickup of 4 yards for Harley Roy.
The thing, I think his own offensive lineman got in his way there at the end with the block. Look like he ran into his own man. If he wouldn't have did that, he had a whole bunch of open space.
One receiver on each side. Pistol formation for the Red Dragons. This time hand the ball to Spangler. Spangler goes up the middle. He takes one hit. He keeps going, digging forward, and finally he's going to be brought down at the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up a first down for the Red Dragons.
Couple good, strong runs there back-to-back from Roy and Spangler there.
That's what they need to do is move the ball. .245 to go in the half, trailing 19-0. St. Albans moving the ball. Ball's on the 39-yard, their territory. Same formation.
That's an offside.
That's going to be an offsides penalty on the Capital Cougars. So that's going to bring a 5-yard penalty. So that's going to bring 1st and 5 now from the 44-yard line.
They have to kind of show some sort of urgency here. I mean, it's under 2.5 minutes to go.
One receiver on each side. Pistol formation for the Dragons. Samples takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Roy. Roy's going to fumble the ball a little bit. He's going to get hit in the backfield. That's going to bring up a 2-yard loss. He didn't have control of that ball, but he held on to it when he got hit.
Very fortunate to actually hang on to that. I really don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
Little John's coming back into the game. Roy coming off.
They're taking an awfully long time getting these plays in. Clock at 1 minute and 40 seconds and counting. Still on the 42.
Now they're down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 6. Same formation for the Red Dragons. Clock down to 1:10. This time, Sample takes the ball. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be intercepted, and he's going to step out of bounds. And the ball was intended for number 14, and they're saying he stepped out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That was Micaiah Cook that the ball was intended for.
That was not the greatest thrown ball. It was a wobbler as soon as it kind of left his hand off the run. And Shannon Brown was right there waiting on that ball.
Yeah, the ball was underthrown. The ball was intercepted by number 2, Shannon Brown.
And now if you're Capital, you're thinking, oh, we still have 1 minute and 4 seconds to go 60.
They go 56 yards.
Yeah. And they do still have all 3 of their timeouts remaining, too.
Yes.
So
St. Albans down to 1 timeout. Again, St. Albans will get the ball at the beginning of the second half. Two receivers far side, one near side. Valdivia in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a man wide open, and it's going to be dropped. That was Tiggle, number 6. So brings up 2nd down.
that's one of those plays where you expect to get hit as soon as you catch it, and you hear the footsteps and you drop it because you're just waiting on that hit. For being a slot receiver is dangerous, so you got to be prepared to take those kind of hits across the middle.
Yeah, and that's exactly where he was at. All right, same formation. 2 receivers far side, stretch it. 2 receivers near side. Looks like 3 receivers far side. Valdivia in the backfield by himself. Low snap, quick pass out, in and out of hands, intended for number 8 that time. That's going to be
Savon, I think it's
Savon Brown.
Savon, it might be butchering. It might be Savon, yeah. Brown. It looked like Spangler actually had a chance to intercept that pass.
So 3rd and 10, 56 seconds to go in the first half. Ball still on the 46-yard line or 44-yard line in Capital territory. At halftime, of course, we'll bring you the bands. We'll recap what happened in the first half and give you what could happen in the beginning of the second half. All right, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. 1 man in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Brown or Davis. Davis is going to cut over to the 50. He's going to get down to the 46-yard into St. Albans territory, but that's not going to bring up a first down. He's about a half yard short of the first down.
This could be an interesting call here. If you're Capital, do you go for this?
Timeout by Capital with 40 seconds to go, short by 1 yard.
Because if you go for it and don't get it, St. Albans will get it right there, basically at midfield. With 1 timeout still.
Right. Enough time to bomb it once or twice.
Sure.
Maybe 3 times with the timeout left.
If it were up to me, I would probably pump this away to make sure St. Albans has no chance, really, to get any points.
Let's see what they're going to do.
Looks like offense is out there.
Defense, we're coming onto the field. Right now it looks like Valdivia's in the backfield by himself. Now he has one guy in the backfield, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Valdivia takes the snap. He has the ball off. He's going to cut up the middle. He's going to get the first down plus more. And now down to 43-yard line. Clock ticking.
30 seconds and counting.
Valdivia looking, quick pass out. He's got a pass is caught, and he's brought down as he catches it by Chris Hall at the 30. Let's see where they're going to place it. 31, 32-yard line. 17 seconds to go. Timeout.
Yep.
Called by Capital.
17. It should say 17.
15 seconds on the clock. So not what we were talking about at the beginning of the game on what we needed.
No, offense has basically been non-existent here for the Red Dragons. And again, we beat this one to death, but the defense has been out there so long in this first half. You think about the very first possession, they were out there for 8 minutes. And there goes the referee saying
saying put 17 seconds on the clock. So it'll be 17 seconds on the clock when they take over or when they come back out of the timeout. All right, 1 receiver near side, 2 far side. Brown in the backfield with Valdivia. Valdivia looking, trying to find somebody. Got a man wide open. Ball's going to be in and out of his hands. It was over his head, and he looked back and tried to catch it, and incomplete pass. That's going to stop the clock with 11 seconds to go. 3rd down and 10.
Well, he was wide open down the middle of the field right there. He got
That's Hampton, number 13, intended. Yeah, he was wide open.
just slightly overthrown. Receiver had to try to adjust to it and just couldn't quite do it.
All right, 2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Valdivia takes a snap. He's looking. He's got some pressure. He's going to be brought down into the backfield at the 40-yard line, so a big loss there for the Cougars. And 2 seconds on the clock. Looks like Capital's taking their last timeout.
That was basically a jailbreak blitz there for the Red Dragons. Everybody came after him, and they were able to get home.
Number 68, Evan Rowe on that sack. That's 2. That he's had tonight. 2 seconds to go. Red Dragons trying to stop them so they get the ball at the half, trailing 19-0.
We haven't ended the second quarter, so it's 1 minute. See if we take a shot to the end zone here for Capital. It's probably about the only thing he could do.
Yeah, with 2 seconds on, they got to throw the ball. All right, 2 receivers near side, 1 far side.
Or they might just hand it off here to go to half.
Tiggle in motion.
Nope.
Valdivia looking. He's got a man wide open, almost intercepted. One-handed touch, incomplete pass. And that's going to bring up the half where the Red Dragons are trailing at 19-0. We'll come back and recap the first half and have the bands for you. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Attention! Do you owe back taxes, fines, and penalties to the IRS? The IRS now offers new relief options for taxpayers affected by COVID-19, but you can't go it alone. Call Tax Solutions now. Our team of former IRS agents and tax professionals can get you the best deal. We know the COVID-19 rules. Call us and never speak to the IRS again.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
The virus has caused the IRS to take extensive action to help taxpayers. So if you owe $10,000 or more this years to settle your tax debt.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
Remember, the IRS will not give up until you pay. Call 800-501-3066. 800-501-3066. 800-501-3066.
Let's go back to the Something Good Soul Food broadcast booth for more Red Dragon football. Presented by Dutch Miller Automotive Group of South Charleston.
Welcome back to Crawford Field, the Something Soul Food broadcast booth. Jamie Farrell with you, Shaggy, as we have the Red Dragons taking on the Capital Cougars and trailing 19-0 at halftime. Capital Cougars band is going to take the field when we're going to give a quick rundown of what happened in the first half. St. Albans declined the coin toss. They're deferred to get the ball in the second half. Capital drove down, taking 8 minutes off the clock, scored a touchdown. St. Albans unable to move the ball that much. It had to go 3 and out. Capital gets the ball back. They go down and try to kick a field goal. No good. St. Albans gets the ball, tries to bring it down, unable to bring the ball down as far as they need to, and still haven't been able to get the ball past the half-yard line when they had the ball, past the 50-yard line. Defense-wise, defense is stepping up. They're playing good ball today, but the offense is lagging a little bit. I'm not sure where it's lagging at, but there's some type of lag going on with the offense.
And you did have that one major error on the offense with the pick six.
Right.
Take that pick six away, this is a 13-0 game.
Right.
And yeah, I think they've just been trying to run the ball too much. I think they really need to start throwing it down the field a little bit more.
Yeah. But he's been under pressure a lot too. So it all depends on what he can do for that. All right, let's take a listen to the Pride of Capitol High, their marching band, brought to you by Canal Terrace IGA. That was the Pride of Capitol High marching band there, and then, of course, the halftime band's being brought to you by Canal Terrace IGA. And as they come off the field, we will, of course, bring you to St. Albans Marching Red Dragons when they get set there. We're also going to bring you some scores from around the area later on the halftime before we kick off the second half. Let's see if I can go ahead and get some of that pulled up for you now. Shaggy, what's your thoughts on the first half of the game?
It could be worse. I believe it could easily be worse than it is. The defense has stepped up for the Red Dragons, but the offense, we talk about this every week, the offense has to be able to carry some of the load. I mean, they just keep bringing their defense back out on the field, and it's just not going to work that way.
Give you quick updates. Martinsburg's getting beat right now at halftime by Highland Springs, the team out of Virginia, 20-0.
Wow.
Parkersburg South is beating Parkersburg 14-0 at second quarter there. Spring Valley and Hurricane. Hurricane is beating Spring Valley 21-19 at second quarter. Huntington and GW. Huntington's beating GW 21-7. Cabell Midland and South Charleston. Cabell Midland 20, South Charleston 0 in the second quarter. And that's the scores for the AAA. Of course, we'll bring you more here in just a little bit. Now let's take a listen to the pride of the Red Dragons, the marching Red Dragons.
Have a great show.
That was the Red Dragon Marching Band for your halftime performance, brought to you by Canal Terrace IGA. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you some more scores from around the state, wrap up what we expect to happen in the second half, hopefully, and we'll go from there. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Your hometown proud IGA on Canal Terrace in St. Albans has been proudly providing the best quality produce, meat, and groceries to the families of St. Albans for more than 50 years. They take pride in having the cleanest store in supporting the St. Albans community and them for granted. Stop in today for the freshest produce, the leanest cuts of meat, and all the fine national and IGA brands you'll be proud to serve your family. Canal Terrace IGA, hometown proud, and good luck, Red Dragons.
Since 2005, JD Pro Finish on Henry Street in St. Albans has built a reputation of quality service with a customer-first attitude. No job is too small or too big, and they'll be sure to go above and beyond to make your car showroom new. The next time you find yourself in need of a body shop, call them 304-546-9048 for a free estimate. JD Pro Finish Frame and Body, locally owned and operated on Facebook.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash, powered by the School app. On the Jock, I'm John Thayer. College football action this weekend. Marshall hits the road as they look to remain unbeaten. Evening game at Bowling Green. The Thundering Herd currently 2-0 on the season. West Virginia Mountaineers are looking for win number 1 on the year as they play the Towson Tigers. The Tigers are 2-0 while West Virginia is 0-2 on the season. 23rd ranked Pitt is back in action this weekend. They will hit the road for the first time this season tomorrow when they try Kalamazoo, Michigan against Western Michigan. Both teams are 1-1, and the Maryland Terrapins are back home. They'll play host to the SMU Mustangs. Both teams are off to a 2-0 start to the season. For lightning fast sports updates as they happen, download the free Score app today. I'm John Thayer with the Sports Flash, powered by the Score app on the Jock.
How do you make the most of your land? Everyone has their way. The Nelsons depend on their John Deere Gator XUV 835R to get
from point A to point B with decoys and the dogs.
It's all about efficiency.
And if you ask the Mosers what they use their Gator XUV 590M for, they tell you.
The most fun we have on the Gator is just ripping around the property.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
At CDW, we get Mac at Work works for everyone.
I work in IT, and since we switched to Mac, the text messages I'm getting are a lot more positive. Sales is happy because Mac works with all their apps. Finance is happy to get power without the big price tag.
And CDW configured every device to work right out of the box.
Is there an emoji for that?
I use the unicorn. ITO DW. People who get it. Get a great deal on Mac for your business at cdw.com/getmac.
This is St. Albans Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Back here at halftime, bringing you guys some scores from around the area in AA. Polka losing 13-43 at halftime. Logan up on that one. Nitro and Chapmanville. Nitro's down 26-0 at halftime. Winfield and Wayne. Winfield is up 21-0 at halftime. Sissonville and Clay County still reported in the first quarter, tied at 0. We're going to come back. We'll get you ready for the start of the second half. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Tragedy Ford is the best place to sell or trade your car.
We know people want a fair deal, so we're proud to be a participating dealer in Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. You have instant access to all the information you need to make a decision about your vehicle.
You can get an offer to purchase your vehicle even if you don't buy one from us.
We'll give you up to 130% of book value, and you could choose from the best selection in the area, or just sell us your vehicle for the amount of the offer.
I have more cars than anyone.
Why wait to upgrade into the car of your dreams?
Just go to TragedyFord.com and see for yourself.
Since 1950, your locally owned Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has been proud to serve the Kanawha Valley and surrounding areas. Technicians can handle any job, large and small, from a leaky faucet, clogged sewer line, and gas line repair to making sure your heating and cooling unit is working to maximum efficiency. They offer 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency repair and complete remodeling services. Give them a call, 304-744-3221, and on the web, mullenplumbing.com, or follow them on Facebook.
For 38 years, St. Albans and the Kanawha Valley have come to trust David Smith Frame and Body Shop to repair their vehicles. From minor dings and dents to major repairs, your friends at David Smith will do the job right the first time. They offer free estimates and will work with your insurance to ensure your vehicle repairs meet all of your expectations. Stop by McCorkle Avenue or call 727-4255. Visit davidsmithframeandbody.com for more info and services. Be sure to like them on Facebook.
Do you remember walking into Grandma's house and you immediately smelled that wonderful food she cooks? Well, then you need to visit Something Good Soul Food on McCorkle Avenue in Spring Hill. They have all the Southern comfort foods you grew up on, and you swear you just walked into Grandma's house. Oh yeah, they also have the best chunky butt in town. Open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. for dine-in or takeout, or phone 304-768-0968. Delivery available through Grubhub. There's always Something Good Soul Food.
There's the belief that in order to find quality, fine jewelry for your special someone, you have to pay way too much from a national chain jewelry store. Not so fast. All you need to do is visit Allen's Jewelry Services on B Street in St. Albans. Their selection of diamond jewelry, watches, and other fine items are sure to please. They even do custom crafting for that unique, one-of-a-kind special gift. Open daily, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday till 4. Or call 304-729-80. Allen's Jewelry Services, St. Albans.
Rob Bowers Insurance Agency is your good neighbor State Farm agent right here in St. Albans. Rob and his staff are here to provide you with all of your insurance needs, from auto to life to health to homeowners and even renters. And don't forget, they offer complete financial options with State Farm banking. So, like a good neighbor, Rob says, good luck, Red Dragons. Go online at statefarm.com or call 304-721 for your free quote today.
Let's get back to the field for more Red Dragon football.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcasting booth, Crawford Field, Jamie Farrell and Shaggy getting you ready for the second half as the Red Dragons get ready to kick return and start the second half. In the backfield is Little John and Roy, both standing around the 10-yard line. Waiting for the kick. And here we go. Kick is going to be deep. It's going to take a bounce at the 20. It's going to be roll all the way down to about the 4-yard line. Little John's going to pick it up. He crosses over at the 10, and he's going to be brought down within the 15-yard line, so right around the 13, maybe 14-yard pickup. I think that might have had enough roll on it. It could have went to the end zone. So another start for the Red Dragons. This time the ball is going to be placed on the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. See the formation they have for the Red Dragons. Got one receiver near side, nothing far side. Pistol formation for the Red Dragons. Samples in the backfield, shotgun position. Cougars showing blitz. Samples hands the ball to Lil John. Going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss of 5 yards on that play.
Capital just ate him up right there. He had nowhere to go. As soon as he had the ball, he was already being grabbed.
Yeah, they showed blitzing. He blitzed them. Our ball's going to be placed on the 10-yard line, so that's going to be a 4-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
So Little John went back to the sideline there. Maybe he's still a little banged up from that play that happened earlier in the first half.
One receiver far near side, nobody on the far side. Pistol formation Samples takes a snap. Nobody's moving. Nobody was moving on that one. Samples is going to be brought down at the 1, maybe 2-yard line. Not sure what happened on that play. Nobody moved.
I think everybody was expecting a flag to be thrown.
I don't know. They just stood there, and then Samples took off, and by that time there was too many Cougars in the backfield. Not sure what happened on that one. Ball's going to be placed at the 2-yard line. This is going to bring up 3rd and 23.
That's a first for me at any level of football. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, me neither. It's a 3rd and very long for the Red Dragons. Not the way that they want to start the 3rd quarter. One receiver way out from the line.
Yeah, it's Chris Hall over there.
Hand the ball off. He's going to be brought down.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to get to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Looked like he was grabbed up around the neck.
Yeah, but it must have been all jersey.
And sometimes jersey grabs look just the same as a horse collar tackle. That one looked pretty ugly. This is where you don't want to be as a punter also, right there.
Right, he is standing on the line, right on next to the line. Referee standing back there to make sure he doesn't step out of bounds.
No room at all for error, not even the slightest bit.
The flag is up. Punt is up. Ball takes a bounce at the 30. It's going to roll over to the 35, and that's where they're going to get him at. So, but there's a flag on the play, and that looks like that could be going against St. Albans. False start on the Dragons. So now that's going to bring a half a distance to the goal. So the ball's now be placed on the 1-yard line.
How do you go further back?
Well, you're on the 2. You can go to the 1.
So he was able to not step on the white line that last kick. We'll see if he's able to do it one more time.
Yeah.
Having to do it twice is a much harder task.
Rowe looking too. He's making sure he's not on that line. Slow snap. Punt is off.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was blocked. It was blocked and a touchdown by Cougars. So it puts 6 more on the scoreboard for them. That was a low snap. Unable, he got it off, but just not enough time before it was blocked, and Cougars fall on top of it.
You had a feeling when he had to kick it again that
something was going to happen.
That Capital was gonna try to get there, and they definitely did.
Yeah, they were there almost the first time, and they got there this on the second time. All right, for the PAT. The point after has been blocked, so it's no good. So that brings the score to 25-0. Capital over the Red Dragon with 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kicking team and kick return team come on.
Again, it's just been the inability for the offense to get anything going.
Yeah, not the way they wanted to start the first possession of the third quarter.
And if you were Eli going back to that kickoff, you probably could have just let it roll in the end zone like you said. And you would have had the ball at the 20 at least.
Littlejohn in the backfield for the kick return, and I'm not sure who that is back there.
Is that not Roy back there? Mike? No, that's not, is it? I can't really see.
Kick is up. Littlejohn's going to field it at the 10. And he goes to his knees at the 10-yard line where you fielded it, so he is down at the 10. They'll start at the 10-yard line.
That was Roy back there, yeah. So.
That was Roy?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't tell by the number. So 1st and 10 from the 10. 9:11 to go in the third quarter, trailing 25-0.
They're not doing themselves any favors getting the ball at the 10, the 13.
Yeah, they need some really good field position. 2 receivers far side, or near side, 1 far side. Little John in the backfield with Samples. Samples takes the snap, hands the ball off to Little John. Little John goes up the middle. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to weave and dive, and he finally gets brought down at the 12-yard line, a 2-yard pickup.
For a second there, it looked like he was going to break that and go all the way. But
he had a hole, and it got collapsed real quick. Still waiting for the offense to come back on the line up from the huddle. All right. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Little John in the backfield with Samples. Samples. Telling Little John to move over to the other side. Takes the snap. He's looking. Quick pass out. It's almost intercepted as he pretty much led the defense to that ball. He turned that way and looked for the receiver, wait for him to get open and turn around, and knew they were going to be throwing the ball.
And if you're a quarterback, you have to know not to just stare down your primary receiver. You got to make him at least look another way. As a quarterback, you have to look to your other receivers before you throw to your actual receiver.
Yeah, that was intended for Jake Shears. All right, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side this time for the Red Dragons. Little John in the backfield. Samples. Ready for the snap. Takes a snap. Looks. Got some pressure. He rolls out. It's going to be thrown at the feet of Spangler. It's an incomplete pass that brings up 4th down. Being this far deep, you need to punt the ball.
Yes.
And here comes the punt team.
Another punt from the end zone here, though, for St. Albans. Back-to-back punts.
Yeah, but this time he's standing right at the line of the end zone. He's not 10 yards deep in the end zone. That's the good thing.
Still expect Capital to maybe come after this, too.
Rowe. Punt is blocked, and Capital's going to take over on the 5-yard line. Wait a minute. I was looking to see if there's a flag on the play. False start on St. Albans. Penalties decline. Capital will take over on the 5-yard line. 8:01 to go in the third quarter. They're putting the ball at the 4-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Here comes the offense. Valdivia takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. He runs over to the 5. He cuts back in the middle into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown. So that puts 31 on the board for the Cougars.
He essentially just ran that to the corner and walked into the end zone there. He really had nobody near him.
It looks like they're going to go for the PAT instead of going for 2.
It's been a struggle for them on the kicking side of things, though.
Scott kicking the PAT.
Late sub coming in.
And here comes the snap. High snap. Flag on the play.
Looked like they were going to try and fake
It's going to
that.
be a false start against the Cougars.
Kicker was acting like he was going to fake it.
Yeah, he had a high snap. I mean, they were able to get the ball down, but I don't think he had enough time to get it off. Might have been blocked on that one, too. All right, so now they're going to be kicking from the ball's placed at the, 7-yard line. There's a snap. Snap was high again.
False start again.
Got another flag on the play. False start again on the Cougars, so back them up another 5 yards.
This happened last week, too. At Riverside, there was 3 consecutive flags on an extra point, and then they ended up missing the extra point.
Deja vu. Maybe. All right, ball's going to be at the 20 for the kick. It's going to be a fake. Quick pass out for a 2-point conversion. Man is wide open, and it is good. So that puts 2 more on the score, 33-0. Capital over Red Dragons.
And that was something I recognized on that first false start. The kicker rolled out like he was going to pass it. Like he ran through the motion anyways after the flag. Kind of gave it away, but St. Albans still wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, because they got up to their guy. The receiver back there was wide open. Yep. Tiggled for a touchdown pass, or a 2-point conversion pass today. All right, Roy and Littlejohn in the backfield for the Red Dragons. Scott placing the tee on the ground, waiting for the ball. $7:56 to go in the third quarter.
The rule is running clock in the fourth quarter if it's a 40-point
35.
35.
Yeah, if it's a 5-touchdown lead. All right, Scott marking off his steps. He's ready to go. And here comes the kick. This time it's going to be kicked deep. Littlejohn's catching it at the 13. He's over at the 20. He's dancing around. He's finding some room. He's going to be crossed over 25. He's going to be brought down around the 27-yard line. Good kick return there from Eli Littlejohn.
It was a good kick return, but I'd like to see him, instead of dancing and going side to side, I'd like to see him actually run up the field.
Yeah, find a hole, but there was a hole there and it collapsed on him, so he was able to find another hole on the outside, which is good. But I'm with you. I think it'd be if he can get through that first hole without it collapsing, and he can break free.
Yeah, I mean he's got the speed to go to the side-to-side route, but it's more ideal to go north-south.
Right. Okay, we got two receivers far side, one near side. Split backs for the Red Dragons. That looks like Littlejohn and Roy. Not sure what's going on here.
The game clock was at 0.
But I think somebody was calling timeout. We're not sure. So let's see. I don't see any flags on the play.
They might just be. I don't know. Maybe it was running before it was supposed to. I'm not real sure. Referees are conversing right now. Yeah, so they just reset it, I guess. Play on.
That's what I say. Play on. All right, one receiver near far side, two near side. Split backs for the Dragons. Spangler moves up for blocking. Samples throws at the feet of Spangler. Spangler wide open.
But yeah, he had two Cougars right there at him as soon as the ball was snapped. He just had no time to get it to him.
I mean, that was right at Spangler's feet.
And you saw the frustration from Spangler, too, when it fell incomplete.
That's like the second or third time that's happened to him tonight. All right, we got one receiver near side, one far side. Pistol formation for the Red Dragons. Samples. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Spangler. Spangler goes up the middle. He breaks one tackle. He breaks two tackles. Finally being brought down at the 32-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup about 3 or 4 yards. So that brings up 3rd and 7. That's a 3rd and 6. Same formation. This time the handball off. He's digging his feet. He's gone. He breaks one. He keeps going. He breaks a tackle. He breaks it to the 40. He's at the 45. He's hold on. He's still moving. He's dragging a whole host of Cougars. And he's finally going to be brought down at the 48-yard line. First down, Red Dragons.
Wow. And he still never went down on the play. They blew the play dead. He was still on his feet.
And that was number 11, Caden Foster.
Wow.
I mean, he went through the line. I thought he was down. He kept moving, broke free, was able to get through, and went to another pack of Cougars, and then was able to get past and then up to the 48-yard line. Let's see if they can cross over to the 50. 1st and 10 from the 48. Same formation. Hand the ball off to Caden Foster again. Foster goes up the middle. He's going to fall forward this time for a 1-yard pickup. Ball's now at the 49-yard line. So ball at the 49, 2nd and 9. 6 minutes to go. Just a little bit over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, trailing 33-0. Same formation for the Cougars. One receiver far side, one near side. Pistol formation. Samples takes the snap. This time he hands off Little John. Little John goes up. No, Samples keeps it. He throws the ball as he has nowhere around him. But it's thrown, so incomplete pass. I thought he handed the ball off to Little John, but he kept it and had the Cougars wrapped up around him. He's a little slow getting up.
He's just been under constant pressure every time he's dropped back to pass. Oh.
Flag on the play. Intentional grounding.
He was out of the tackle box.
That was late.
Out of a tackle box, and there was a receiver near him, near the ball.
That's a late flag.
And he didn't even converse with anybody. He just threw it. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's questionable.
But that's a penalty plus a loss of down. So that's going to bring up
3rd and
a loss of down, so that's going to bring up 4th. Well, no, it'll still be 3rd. It was 2nd or 1st. So yeah. So it brings up 3rd and a very long.
They need to get to the 42 of Capital
territory. This time, hand the ball off to Little John. Little John's going to break one tackle up the middle. He goes. He's going to get out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Or they're marking it at the 38-yard line, so it brings up 4th down and very long.
No,
there's a guy down on the field. I'm not sure who that is. Not sure who that is. It's not. I thought it might have been Little John, but it's not.
I think it's one of their linemen.
Yeah, he just was sitting, and all of a sudden he just sat down and said, I'm laying down. I think he's cramping. It's hot out there tonight.
It is. Oh, he's sitting up now. Well, he pointed to his shoulder.
Well, they're looking at his leg. Or maybe his head. They took his helmet off. Let's see what they're looking at. Yeah, because he's grabbing his leg, but he's like you said, he's pointing to his shoulder too.
And he's up on his feet. That's one of their linemen. I still can't see that. Is it 50? 50? It's like 53.
53. That's Darian Davis. All right, 4th and 15, or 4th and 18, excuse me, from the 38. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt the ball?
It's looking like the offense is staying out there.
It is. 5:30 to go in the third quarter.
It's 4th and 18. It's a very long.
One receiver on each side, pistol formation in the backfield. Samples takes the snap. He's looking. He's got pressure. He's got somebody run up on him. He breaks one. He breaks two as he steps out of bounds. Not enough for the first down, but he's going to get to the 44-yard line, and that's where the Cougars would take over the ball at the St. Albans 44. We're going to take a break. When we come back, timeout also on St. Albans. When we come back, we can bring you more Red Dragon football. You listen to Red Dragon football on the Jock.
At Dutch Miller Ram in South Charleston, we're giving more for trades than ever before and still offering friends and family pricing on every vehicle every time. Don't see your favorite Ram in stock? Then be sure to ask about ordering the exact truck you want the way you want it fast. For a limited time during Ram Power Days, get select 1,500 4x4s starting at just $249 a month. Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerRam.com. On approved credit, not all will qualify. See dealer for details.
Taze Physical Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of St. Albans Athletics, providing athletic training services for all Red Dragon athletes. Whether you're recovering from your recent injury, taking control of your overall health, or looking to reach a specific goal, their team will get you there. Every patient receives personalized attention in a friendly and compassionate atmosphere where they make you contact their St. Albans office at 304-727-7293 or visit them online at tazeptcenter.com.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcasting booth at Crawford Field, Valdivia kept the ball, run the ball. There's a flag on the play. He's brought down at the 30 or 41-yard line, and there's a illegal block on Capital, so it's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Now the ball is placed over on the 42-yard line in Capital territory. So 1st and 25. Valdivia takes a snap. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on Capital, so back them up 5 more yards, so it makes that 1st down and 30.
And, of course, all penalties are brought to you by JD Pro Finish Frame and Body. But 1st and 30, you hardly ever see a 1st and 30.
Two receivers near side, one far side for the Cougars. Valdivia takes a snap. He looks. He's got a man. He throws the ball deep, and it's intercepted by number 6, Chris Hall. And he's going to be brought down. Let's see where they place him at. As ball is going to be at the 24-yard line. That has put some life back into the Dragons.
Maybe that's the play they needed to spark something, but, I mean, the offense has to come to life here. They have just not been able to do anything whatsoever tonight. Other than that one run that Foster had. I might keep him in the back, maybe put him in the backfield with Little John and alternate carries from the two of them.
Yeah, he's back there now in the pistol formation for the Red Dragons. Ball's on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:03 to go in the third quarter. Samples takes the snap, hands the ball off this time to Foster. Foster's going to get up, maybe they're going to say he lost 2 yards on that one, maybe 3. You would think for a progression. They're saying he did. He did get to the 22-yard line. So it is a 2-yard loss. So 2nd and 12 from the 22. Same formation for the Red Dragons. Showing blitz. Hands ball off to Little John. Little John finds a hole. He's going to go up it, and he's finally going to be brought down for a 1-yard pickup. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Clock being stopped. There's a flag on the play.
Refs talking about it again. We've been doing a lot of conversing with these flags.
It's going to be a chop block against the Red Dragons. And they are going to go ahead and take the penalty. That's going to bring up 2nd down still and long. Like 2nd and 30.
Both teams alternating down and 30s.
Yes. So 2nd and very long for the Red Dragons. Same formation. One receiver each side. Pistol formation in the backfield. Samples takes a snap. He's looking. He's got some pressure. He's got time to throw the ball. Well, he had time before they came up behind him and got him for another yard loss. Had a man wide open, too. Number 14, that's Micaiah Cook, was wide open. So 3rd down and 22. 3rd and 22.
Obvious passing situation here. Again, you're backed up. You might not be kicking from the end zone at this point, but you'd be awfully close.
Same formation for the Red Dragons. They like that pistol formation today. Ball handed off to Spangler. Spangler's going to drive out the middle. He breaks one tackle. He's going to finally be brought down at the 14-yard line. So a pickup of about 3. So that brings up 4th down and a very long.
A little more space for
a road to kick the ball,
right,
or punt the ball. So the interception didn't produce for the Red Dragons as the punt team is out. Snap, flag on the play. Legal substitution for St. Albans. That's going to be 5 more.
And now,
as they had 12 men on the field.
And now Rowe might be kicking from the end zone again here.
He's going to be about 2 yards deep.
And they've blocked the last 2 punts. So that's
being that far.
Something to watch out for, because they might be coming right back after it again. There it is. Blocked it again.
Blocked, but they fall on it. That's going to bring up a safety. That's 2 points
He ran right through the middle there, no block at all.
Yeah, none. There's a flag on the play. So that's going to be a false start on the Red Dragons. That's going to be declined. That's going to bring up the safety. So that's 35. As it stands right now, the fourth quarter will be a rolling clock. Kicking team is onto the field. Kick return team is already coming down the field as Capital now will be returning the ball. That's what happens when you get a safety. You get the 2 points plus the ball back.
Coach Kenny, have our deep guys about the 32, 33-yard line. You cannot punt the ball that far.
Again, this is one of those, it's like a free stand. You don't even get to hold the ball. You have to punt.
Standing still,
Standing still.
Yep.
Is what happens on that one. And Rowe's been out there the whole game.
He has.
He's tired.
Confusion on the special teams unit. People coming in on and off the field.
Okay, I guess in high school you get the kickoff. I thought it was a.
It looks like there's 12 on the field right now for St. Albans. Nope, there's 11.
Yeah, there's 11.
I thought I counted 12. Yep. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's 11. But usually you do a punt.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're letting.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, the ball's placed on the 20. Here comes the kick. Kick is going to be deep. It's going to be fielded at the 35. He's at the 45. He's going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. So a 10-yard kick return for the Cougars. 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Trailing 35-0. Tackle made by number 28, Harley Roy. Let's see what Capital brings out this time.
That's another late sub in for St. Albans here.
Two receivers far side. Man in motion. It's going to be handed off. He's going to break one. He's finally going to be wrapped up and unable to. Finally, ball's on the ground. It's picked up by St. Albans. And they're saying he's down, but he wasn't touched, but they're saying he's down. Looks like the Cougar player. I thought the Cougar player, that was number 2 for.
That's Brown. Right?
Brown.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who got the ball, who recovered.
His leg was grabbed. He's trying to jump out of it, and all of a sudden he had his back turned. He got
hit.
Big hit, especially when you don't see it coming. You don't. I mean, you know to hold on to the ball, but not when you can't see the defender coming right at you. Great recovery for St. Albans.
St. Albans gets the ball at the 42-yard line in Capital territory. The first time they've been in Capital territory all night long. One receiver far side, one near side. Pistol formations for the Red Dragons. Samples. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off this time to Foster. Foster's going to be up to the 40. He breaks away. He spins. He's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line.
He's a strong dude. Man.
So that's a pickup of 4 yards. So that brings up 2nd and 6. We're around, let's give him the extra yard, 2nd and 5. All right, same formation. One receiver far side, one near side. Samples takes the snap. Hands ball off Little John. No, Samples kept the ball. This time he throws to Spangler. Spangler takes a little hop step, and he's going to get to the end zone. We have a flag on the play, though.
Play that might be an illegal man down the field.
And that was to Foster again. Illegal man down the field. It is right. That's a 5-yard penalty.
So just another mental
And that is
mistake.
that's a spot foul too. Or from the previous, should be from the line of scrimmage.
No, guys, it should be from where the down marker was. Okay, he's got it.
There we go.
Hey, 22 black. There's 22 black.
Sample's pass was not what we normally see. His passes are either low or almost like a duck tonight for some reason. I'm not sure if he's just being pressured too much. All right, same formation. Here we go. Samples takes the snap. Hands the ball to Spangler. Spangler goes up the middle. He's at the 40. He brings out to the near side. He breaks it down to the 30 for being brought down at the 30-yard line. Make that 30.5-yard line. So that's a first down for the Red Dragons. Ball is now placed at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Chris Hall lined up on the far side. Cook lined up on the near side. Hand the ball to Little John. Little John goes up to the far side. He's going to trip up one person, break another tackle. He hits the sideline. He breaks it down. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He's finally brought down out of bounds at the 15-yard line, maybe 14-yard line.
Awfully close to a late hit out of bounds there.
That's going to bring up another first down for the Red Dragons. They're saying he stepped out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
There's that speed of Little John getting.
Got to the outside.
Yeah. He's dangerous when he can be able to get outside.
Little John coming off, limping a little bit.
He did take another big shot there on the sideline. 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Time is not going, so.
And the ball off to Foster. Foster goes up the middle. He's digging. He's pushing. He's at the 10. He's going to be brought down at the 8-yard line. They're having a hard time stopping him.
They are. They might have found someone here in Caden Foster.
2nd and 7 to go, or 2nd and 1. That is the end of the third quarter. 35-0 Capital over the Red Dragons. Right now we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll bring you the fourth quarter. You listen to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Are you worried about inflation? With food, energy, and housing prices skyrocketing, how will your retirement savings hold up? Government spending is out of control, and experts predict a falling dollar and all-time highs in gold and silver prices. Freedom Gold helps investors like you hedge inflation and protect your investments. Turn your hard-earned cash into cold, hard gold.
I fear another stock market and real estate crash. I called Freedom Gold to protect my investments with gold and silver.
Over the last 20 years, gold has gained 8 times its value, while the dollar has steadily declined.
Freedom Gold gave me peace of mind with timeless physical gold and silver.
Call now and learn how easy it is to protect your retirement with gold and silver. At Freedom Gold, we turn your hard-earned cash into cold, hard gold.
Call 800-501-30. 800-501-3066. 800-501-3066.
St. Albans Red Dragon Football on the Jock is presented by Dutch Miller Automotive Group of South Charleston. Now, back to the field.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcasting booth here at Crawford Field. Jamie Farrell with you and Shaggy as the Red Dragons are within the 10-yard line at the 8. It is 2nd and 1. So here we go. Whistle blown, official timeout. Not sure why.
The clock was running, so they had that correct.
Yeah, the clock was running. It's going. Except for when it's official timeout, it does stop. All right, 2nd and 1. Same formation. One receiver near side, one far side. Samples hands the ball off to Foster. Foster goes up. Looks like he might have got that first down and 1. Let's see where they put it at.
Well, that's a tough spot. Just give it right back to him one more time. Let him get you that half yard.
So that's Spangler, not Foster. It makes it so they get nowhere. So it's 3rd and 1. No gain on that one. Spangler. This time hand the ball to Little John. Little John goes on the outside and sweeps in. Touchdown. Yep. Yes, touchdown, St. Albans. I was waiting for the official as he dives into hits the pylon. St. Albans puts 6 on the board with 10:43 to go. This game is not over, folks. They still can come back and keep scoring if they can play and stop the Capital Cougars. If they can do what they did just now on that drive, they can come back and score some more. Let's wait for the Blackwell is out for the kick return or point after. No, they're going for 2 points.
Hey, Cougar 0-0-0.
Little John coming off the field for this 2-point conversion.
One receiver near side, one far side. Pistol formation for the Dragons. Sample hands the ball off. 2-point conversion is going to be no good. So that brings up 35-6 with 10:43 to go.
With that score, though, it's not going to be a running clock.
No, and it puts some life back into the Red Dragons.
Yeah, that is a drive they desperately needed. They needed to do that from the beginning of this game, though.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
They did find a little something with Caden Foster there. He's a very tough guy to bring down, and I think they could utilize him a lot more in future games.
Yeah, they had number 82 out there. I'm not sure. I don't have an 82 on the roster.
We've been saying that for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I had to.
He's an unnamed player. He's a. I think he plays tight end.
Yeah, he has to. The way he's lined up.
Yeah.
He's on the kick return team. But I don't have an 82 on the roster.
He's a big guy.
Yes.
All
right.
Standing next to the kicker here.
Blackwell. Kick is deep. It's going to be fielded at the 11. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. He's the sideline. He's at the 35-40. Before he gets knocked out of bounds. Let's see. He's going to mark him at the 40. Flag on the play.
Yeah, it was a nasty block. He's still down. Still down. Could be another blindside block.
Jesse Wentz on the tackle.
That was a nasty hit. That was 83 that was hit. That's Kincaid.
Kincaid again. Kincaid was just coming back off of concussion protocol. That clock should not be running. It's running, but it shouldn't be because it's over. It's not 35 points on the clock. A 35-point lead.
Why is the clock running? Guys, why is the clock running?
I don't know. The clock shouldn't be running. Stop. The clock is running, and it needs to stop. It should be like 10 minutes still left on the clock.
Oh, yeah.
It's down to 9.
And the referees don't even acknowledge it. They
No. The referees, that should not be. That should be stopped. Personal foul, face mask against the Cougars. That's going to back them up another 15 yards. So now they're going to take it deep into their own territory. Oh, wait a minute. That was against not the Cougars. That's against the Red Dragon. Sorry. So Cougars is getting the ball deep into the Red Dragon territory.
Clock is still running.
Clock's still running.
And they aren't even. Wow. That's inexcusable there.
Low snap. Ball handed off to Davis. Davis crossed over to the 20. He's going to dig. He's pounding 1, 2, 3, 4 Red Dragons on him as he's brought down at the 15.5-yard line. Clock down to 8 minutes. Official timeout onto the field.
Oh, time stops.
They finally got the clock stopped, but we have an injury on the field. So official timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Tragedy Ford is the best place to sell or trade your car.
We know people want a fair deal, so we're proud to be a participating dealer in Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. You have instant access to all the information you need to make a decision about your vehicle.
You can get an offer to purchase.
Get outside and get active in St. Albans. Our city is filled with beautiful parks and amenities that can accommodate a wide range of activity levels. Residents and visitors alike enjoy our hiking trails, bike riding, and kayaking opportunities. We're also home to 2 scenic parks. City Park features upgraded trails, pools, shelters, and more. Roadside Park is located along the Kanawha River, providing an excellent view of the water. You can also find a playground and a boat landing at this beautiful park. St. Albans has activities for both children and adults. We have softball, baseball fields, playgrounds, as well as private gyms and a rec center. Live a healthy lifestyle in St. Albans.
South Charleston.
Back here at Crawford Field, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side for the Cougars. Ball is placed on the 19 or 15-yard line. And it's going to be kept by Brown. Looks like he's down, but he's back up moving, and he's going to get to the 5-yard line, within the 5-yard line. So brings up first and goal for the Cougars. Ball's placed on the 4-yard line. First and goal from the 4. Clock down to 7 minutes. Not sure why the clock is running when it's a continuous run, but it is. Two receivers near side, one far side. Hand the ball off this time to Brown. Brown's going to slip, and he's going to fall. So that's going to bring up a loss of 1 yard. So it brings up 2nd and 5, or second and goal from the 5.
Unless the rule is, even if it hits 35 at some point, if it hits the fourth quarter and it's still 35, they keep that rule intact no matter what the score is.
It could be.
I don't know how some of these rules work, but I think if you get underneath that 35-point threshold, the clock should
stop.
Go back to normal. Yeah.
I think that's a rule that's unexplainable yet right now still, and it's been in effect for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I think each official has their own version of it. Two receivers far side for the Cougars. Valdivia hands the ball off. Diggs, he's going to gain 2 yards back, so that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line.
Goal line defense trying to stand strong here. You hate that they kind of lost 2 minutes of the referees kind of conversing. But I don't know, that's a whole other issue.
Yeah. So 3rd and goal from the 2. Or actually from the 3. High snaps. Ball's going to ground. Valdivia is going to be chased down. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He goes all the way down into, there's a late flag thrown in there. Not a late flag, but a late flag thrown. And he's down at 1. That's where they're at, so 4th and 1.
Looks like I might be going on Capitol here.
Let's see where the And they threw that flag from almost halfway across the field.
Yeah, he was on the sideline. He chucked that thing.
And it is going against Capital. And that's from the spot of the foul. 15-yard penalty. So that's going to bring up third down. It's from the 25-yard line.
About the
so third and goal from the 25.
The wherewithal from Valdivia to get that high snap and take it all the way down to the 1 after that.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
All right, 2 receivers far side. Split backs. It's another high snap for Valdivia. He's got some pressure. He's going to breaks once tackle. Got another flag on the play. 2 flags thrown. Valdivia's still running. He's at the 20. He's dancing around. He's finally going to be brought down at the 21-yard line. Let's see what those flags are for.
Could be. I don't think he grabbed his face. Or maybe they're going to say face mask. I thought he grabbed his jersey.
You can tell the crowd's not very happy with that one.
It should be automatic. Is it not automatic first down?
No, not in high school.
Hey, call it 99 slip, Coach. You got some young guys in there.
It's a spot foul, so then it goes down. So it's 3rd and 11 now.
No, they're making it more manageable here for Capital.
3rd and 11 from the 11.
Valdivia, though.
The 3rd and goal is what I from the 11.
He is a very shifty kid.
Yeah.
He's hard
I think he's only a freshman. All right, Valdivia, another high snap, but he's able to control it. And he's going to be brought down this time at the 17-yard line.
I was waiting on him to throw a flag there too, because I mean,
it looked like that could have been, but he had all jersey.
He did, as long as he didn't go from the top down.
Right.
Yeah. But I was waiting on that flag to be thrown. That was well done from.
So 4th and goal from the 16-yard line.
Already down underneath 3 minutes to go.
Well, like I said, that running clock. Flag on the play. And it looks like this going against the Cougars. False start.
Like, I mean, I understand the running clock, but it's supposed to stop during penalties, right? Is it not? Oh.
First down, out of bounds, official timeout, touchdowns.
Gotcha. Ball is fumbled. I think St. Albans got
and
on
I
top
do believe. Yep. Ball's recovered by the offense or defensive line. Number 75, Landon Green. So St. Albans can get the ball back with 1:48 to go.
There was some.
We're on the 23-yard line.
Quite a few.
Clock started.
Quite a few snap issues there on that drive for Capital. Like
yeah.
three high snaps, and then that one was just mishandled. And
so they got enough time to maybe get 3 plays off. Depends on what happens. 1 receiver far side, 1 near side. Pistol formation. Miscommunication on the snap. That's going to be Thomas out there. That's not Samples. That's Thomas. Thomas gets it down to the 27-yard line. Clock is still ticking. 1:05 to go in the game. Trailing 35-6. Miscommunication on that play, so he kept it himself and ran it up the yard for a 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. Clock under 1 minute. Pistol formation. Thomas takes a snap. It's miscued. It's going to be picked up by Roy. He's going to be running, and he's going to try to find somewhere, trying to get some positive yards, but instead he's going to get negative yards on the play, and that's going to bring it all the way down to the 17-yard line, 20 seconds to go.
I would say that
and the game under 20.
I wouldn't even attempt to run another play here.
So you got 10 seconds to go into the game. Samples comes back out onto the field. That's the end of the ball game, where Capital wins 35-6. When we come back, we'll recap the game and talk about a little bit about the upcoming week, the game coming up. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Since 2005, JD Pro Finish on Henry Street in St. Albans has built a reputation of quality service with a customer-first attitude. No job is too small or too big, and they'll be sure to go above and beyond to make your car showroom new. The next time you find yourself in need of a body shop, call them 304-546-9048 for a free estimate. JD Pro Finish Frame and Body, locally owned and operated, and be sure to like them on Facebook. There's the belief that in order to find quality, fine jewelry for your special someone, you have to pay way too much from a national chain jewelry store. Not so fast. All you need to do is visit Allen's Jewelry Services on B Street in St. Albans. Their select watches and other fine items are sure to please. They even do custom crafting for that unique, one-of-a-kind special gift. Open daily, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday till 4. Or call 304-729-8063. Allen's Jewelry Services, St. Albans.
This is St. Albans Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Back here at the Something Good Soul Food broadcasting booth. Jamie Farrell in here with you, and Shaggy as we recap the game for you real quick. 35-6 was the final score. Not what we was looking for, as Capital gets their first win of the season, and St. Albans goes to 0-4. I had a very hard time getting the ball across the 50-yard line. One pick six, and then really that's about it on the turnovers. A couple other ones could have been, well, we had another turnover here, so 2 turnovers for Samples tonight. But just a pick six. So without that pick six, that had brought it down because they missed a field goal on that one, or kicked a field goal on that one, so that extra point. So you take that down to, 28.
Do blocked punts, do those count as turnovers?
I guess they would. So, yeah, 2 blocked punts. Or 3.
3 in a row, 3 straight punts.
So 3 blocked punts. So, yeah, I look more on the offensive wise. I mean, quarterback wise. But
granted, 2 of them ended up in a safety and a touchdown. Those blocked punts.
Yeah. So that's what happened here at Crawford Field. Now, next week, we got host the Hurricane Redskins. I actually won't be here, so that'd be you and Conrad Kryzak. Be Kryzak doing that game. So that's what will be happening here. Shaggy, your thoughts of maybe we were talking about here a little while ago that they might have found somebody with that pistol formation in Foster.
And it wasn't even. When he had success, I don't even think they were in the pistol formation. I think it was just.
No, they were.
They were in that the whole game, weren't they?
Pretty much.
There might have been a few situations here and there where they didn't, but yeah, Foster showed a lot of strength and heart.
Yeah.
Being down as much as they were, Foster just kept running that ball.
Yeah, he get hit a couple times. His feet kept moving and going through. So I would say Foster is the offensive player of the game.
I would say that as well.
So that's what happened here at Crawford Field.
Yes, sir. Thank
you. And we're going to leave you here with that. I want to thank all of our sponsors, Dutch Miller, the Something Good Soul Food, Canal Terrace IGA, Allen's Jewelry, and
JD Pro Finish
Frame and Body, and David Smith and Frame and Body also. Thanks to all of our, and also Dean's Pawn Shop. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And we'll catch you next week right here from Crawford Field as we take on the Hurricane Redskins. You're listening to Red Dragon Football on the Jock.
Hey everybody, Mayor Scott James here, Mayor of the great city of St. Albans. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about what makes St. Albans such a wonderful place. A great place to visit and a great place to raise your family and live. You know, we've got so many unique businesses, dining, shopping in St. Albans that you don't have in other communities. We've got places like Shuckers Seafood. I'll put those scallops up against anybody's. Angela's on the river, which is in the historic Chilton House. The Cafe, Drummy's, Dwight's. I could go on and on. These are all unique dining experiences, and they're delicious, and they do a great job. Reasonably priced. So come down and get some dinner. Our shopping, Colonial Interiors, is a wonderful place to come in and look at furniture. It's unique furniture. As for a place to live, I know Home Snacks in 2018 ranked St. Albans as the 5th best community to live in the state of West Virginia. And we're very proud of that.
I'm Liz Hipchen. I'm the owner of the Parlor Salon in St. Albans, West Virginia. One of the many reasons I love having a business in St. Albans is the opportunity to mesh different generations, old and new. It's really a place where there's growing space for young entrepreneurs. It's a great place to have a business. It's a central location between Charleston and Huntington, so it just makes a great area. It's a place where you can really feel like the historic charm of the city. There's businesses that have been there for years, and there's new businesses like myself. We have like a bicycle shop, which is amazing. You don't find those a lot anymore, and you know, there's endless opportunities for younger people here, as well as amazing things that the older generation has put forward for us.
Hi, I'm Michael Irvin, owner of Crawford Coffee Company. I grew up in St. Albans, and the town is incredibly welcoming for people. The amenities are amazing, and they're growing. We have incredible parks. And just about every weekend, the Parks Department in St. Albans is putting on family-friendly events. As a young person, there's always something to do, whether I want to go kayaking, check out one of the restaurants that we have, or even hit up live music, which we have at Crawford Coffee every Friday night, or at the Roadside Park on Saturdays. Also, if you're a young entrepreneur looking for something to do, a business to invest in, the city has an incredible program to help young people, or anybody for that matter, start a new business. They give you tax breaks, things like that. And City Council are very interactive in helping you get what you need to get going and also sustain your business.
Hello, I'm Parker Molnix here in St. Albans representing Chandler's Floor Covering. I am a legacy to my grandfather who started the business in 1960, and we've been here on Old Main Plaza since 1973. We're shooting here right across the street at the Albans Theater, heart of the Arts District, here on the plaza. We have plenty of small businesses to offer here that are family owned. Between the Cupcakery down there on the plaza, we have Leonard's Electrical Services. We have plenty of automotive offers between Greg Chandler's, Bent Wheels. We also have Holstein's. But there's just an unlimited amount of opportunities and people to support here in St. Albans.
St. Albans, West Virginia is West Virginia's best kept secret. So I recommend and invite you to come down and visit, all right, and come down and raise a family and be part of this great community. Thank you all very much.